Okay, so let's go into these 10. This is number 1. Act like a candidate, think like a recruiter. Okay, that sounds good, Bernie, but what does that really mean? Well, here's what I see happen a lot. Candidates will approach me, they will approach my team, they will submit information, they will pursue us in a way that clearly lets me know you don't get it. And a lot of things are being done, but it's not necessarily the things that we as recruiters want and need to see. And how many of you can see this duck in the corner right here? Can you see my duck? I have this here for 2 reasons. One, because I'm over 40 and the memory's not what it used to be. And if I didn't put the duck there, I'd probably forget to make my point. But the other is, I want you all to remember this image of this duck. And here's the reason why. Do we have any duck hunters in here? Anybody know what this is? It's a duck call. I won't blow into it because I'll probably mess it up. But it's a duck call. Now, I didn't do any deep, heavy research on this, so I'm going to speculate a few things right now. I would imagine that when man first discovered that duck was good food, they probably went out and started going, yeah, come here, ducks, yeah. What do you think the ducks did? They ran as far and fast, or they flew as far and fast as they could, right, to get away from these nutcases. So somewhere along the lines, there was probably one man that started observing the interaction between the ducks. And when the duck quacks at the other duck, the duck moves toward him or her, not away. I wonder what would happen if I start trying to sound like a duck. So they probably, quack, 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 we do all the little sounds, and the ducks are going, man, that duck is sick. But nevertheless, the duck didn't fly away. Maybe it started kind of doing this, moving, but still curious. So someone decided to come up with a device to help them sound more like a duck. How many people know or guess that duck hunters probably started to experience a lot more success when they started sounding like that duck? So when you're doing your job search, who is your duck? Recruiter. So if you come to me, yeah, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to fly away. But if you know what I like to hear, if you know what I like to see, I'll probably start to go, well, wait a minute. Tell me a little bit more. So listen, here's my card. Send me your information. Versus, oh, look at the time. I have to go. So that's what I mean when I say act like a candidate, but you got to think like me. What are my priorities, not what are your priorities? Remember, it's what's in it for me, with them. So you can't come to me spilling out all of your troubles, all of your problems, and I just need a job. Because that's not going to help me fill the job that I'm being paid to fill. So you have to understand, okay, how does this recruiter think? What are their struggles? What are their issues? What are their needs? How do I help them, which will help me get in that office, get the interview, get the job? Does that make sense? You got it, didn't you? Remember this? Remember the duck. Because that's so important. You've got to step into my shoes to bring the value to me. That's what's going to make me see the value in you. Okay?